What's up, YouTube? What's going on, Facebook? Hope you guys are having a good day, and I hope you're having a good week as always. I want to just talk about the recall election in California. There's an election, a special election for Governor Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, has been successfully recalled, at least the first couple steps, and now there will trigger an election. And I know a lot about politics, but to be quite honest, I was not positive on how this worked until a few days ago, and I learned and I realized I misspoke a few times. I never fully explained it, but it's different than I thought it was. So as people come in, I'll explain it. But if you're watching a repeat, you probably don't want to listen to me say for 5 minutes talk. So I'll get to it. The first part of it is going to say, do you want to recall Gavin Newsom? It's going to have a yes. It's going to have a no. If 50% of people say yes, they want to recall Gavin Newsom, he's out of office. It's actually that simple. So if over half of the voters say yes, he's out. And then it comes down to the special election, which was different than I thought. For some reason, I thought everyone was just going to go against each other like a normal special election, but it's different, which in my opinion is exciting because I think it's actually easier this way, where you just have to have enough Republicans and Democrats who are dissatisfied with the job. And then it comes down to a split vote between like 30, 40, 50 candidates. So should be interesting. That's the short form of how it works. If you want to pass it on, I'm going to do the longer form in a second. 4th of July, happy 4th of July. Hope you guys are having a good one. Hope you like my hat. I had a poll. It's a little bent here. Let me put it on a little further. Some people voted, 4th of July Patriot. Others voted Village People, which is a little disappointing, but it's okay. I hope you guys have a good day. I had a good yesterday. I had more than enough fun yesterday. So today I had a little fun. I'm doing a little work. I'm editing a video. I should probably be out watching fireworks and stuff, but sometimes when I have too much fun on a Saturday, Sunday, I feel like I'm obligated to do work. So that's what it is. Someone said bent hat. I'm sorry, fellow Cowboy Patriots. It's a little dinky. Okay, I bought it at CVS, to be quite honest. I'm sorry. I'm not really the trendsetter. Someone said we're attempting to recall Inslee. What's up, Teresa? What's going on? Happy 4th. Happy 4th. Let's do some 4th of July shout outs. We got James. God bless you. Mike. God bless you. Emily Herder. God bless you. Common Sense with Elizabeth. Yeah, I got this. Everybody's got these hats. You can see them all over the place because it's like $15 at CVS. It's quite the steal, but it's like 2 packs of gum. You buy this hat. What's up, Natalia? What's up, Justin? What's up, Jude? Hold on, let's do some Facebook shout outs. What's up, Jason? Appreciate you. He said thank you for the 5-minute warning. Yeah, if you rewatch this video, so I just want to let you guys know before I start. There's 2 things I'm playing with in my head. One, this video is going to be posted. It's going to be live in an hour and a half, and somebody's going to watch this from the start. Who wants to go through 5 minutes of me just talking, saying hi to people? So, I try to make it interesting in the beginning because on one hand, I want to get to the point so people don't have to watch for 5 minutes when they rewatch it. On the other hand, I understand most people don't get into the live stream until about 5-6 minute mark. So I'm also trying to fill out the live stream. So that's what's going on between my head. I'm like, do I hit that crowd or that crowd? But we just get to the point. So for a while, I've been saying on here, I feel like Republicans were going to blow the election because I thought I was wrong about this. And I don't know if I fully said it, but I was like, this seems like a bad idea. I kept saying it. I was wrong because I thought all the Republicans were going to go against each other and then Newsom, and then it was going to split the vote like 10 different ways. You got Caitlyn Jenner, you got John Cox, you got Faulkner, you got all these people running, and I'm thinking it's going to split the vote, but I'm totally wrong in that mind of thinking. How it works is it's pretty simple, and I would think it's a big possibility that it could happen. So I'm reading on here that, Arnold Schwarzenegger, if you guys remember the Governor, he got through in a recall election. Apparently, allegedly, reportedly, I got to say that because I like to be factual. From what I've read, the only other time that there was a successful recall vote was that Gray Davis election where enough people voted against him. I think it was like 54% or somewhere in that range. And Arnold Schwarzenegger won the election. That's how he got into office, the recall. We've never really had a recall, and the betting odds are not great. They're trying to say that Gavin Newsom will probably stay, and that's a possibility, but really how it works is quite simple. We're going to get mostly ballot by mail, probably in California. And it's going to say, do you want to recall Gavin Newsom? So you say, yes, you want to recall him, which means you want to replace him. Or you say, no, I like Gavin Newsom. I want him to stay for the rest of his term. And if you vote yes, once you vote yes, all the other candidates will come up And then you just pick your candidate, John Cox, Faulconer, I guess, Caitlyn Jenner, Major Williams. I don't know. There's Sarah Stevens. There's like 50 people running. So pick your favorite horse. Not that they're horses. You get it. That's like a racing thing. I have to say that because then they're going to be like, anomaly called human beings horses. I'm like, it's a saying. You pick a horse in the race. That's just what you say. Anyway, jokes aside, that's all it is. So, yes or no, if you hit yes, you pick your candidates. And if 50% of the people vote yes, it's over. He's out. And then it goes to the vote. I think a lot of Democrats don't like him. A lot of progressives don't like him. The French Laundry thing that he got caught doing where, we're in lockdown and he's hanging out with lobbyists at indoors. It's not a good look. The lockdown was not a good look. I think because we live in a 50-state society, we're very blessed in the United States. I just talked to somebody in Australia I'm trying to do some biz with. Australia is still in the state of lockdown. UK, state of lockdown. New Zealand. America is very unique. We're more free than these other countries. We always have been, and hopefully we always will be. But we have different states. So when Florida opens up, the data and the fear-mongering, it was never true. Florida disproved that. So did Texas and other states when they opened up. So then everybody's looking at other states, and then you have liberal states start to open up. California was one of the last states to open up schools. So a lot of Democrats and progressives have been pissed off because they're looking at other states that are blue and have their politics, and they're opening schools where it's like for the average mom or the average worker, how long are you going to close down schools? How long are you going to close down gyms? How long are you going to close down everything? I mean, it's crazy what happened. I've been talking about it for a year and a half. So to make a long story short, I really do think a lot of people don't like Gavin Newsom because he was really crappy on the lockdown. He was really crappy on opening schools. And honestly, California is losing people because the politics here, I'm not going to blame Gavin Newsom himself, but the Democrats who've been running the show here, they suck. Progressives always talk about how California is one of the biggest economies, not just in the country, but in the world. If you put California's economy up against global or country economies, I believe it's top 10. I forget if it's 5th or 6th or 4th. I don't remember. One of the biggest economies in the world. So we should have so much prosperity here, right? No, we actually are leading the nation in poverty. How are you going to be the biggest economy but still leave the nation in poverty? California is a backward state, and these liberals, they do all this, watch Black Panther. It's like, if you want to watch Black Panther, it's fine, but all these little racial tricks they're doing are diversions from they're taking away your freedom, they're taking away your liberty, they're locking you down like caged animals, and then they're giving you a Black Lives Matter shirt and telling you to march in the street. It's all this diversion as jobs leave the state, companies leave the state, people leave the state. It's one of the most beautiful landscapes in the country. Anomaly, why do you live in California? It's beautiful. If you go to the conservative areas, it's actually nice and clean. LA is disgusting. San Francisco is disgusting. But you go to the nicer areas of the city or state, it's a great state. I would argue, having traveled a decent amount, one of the best climates, one of the best, ocean, mountains, you got everything. So what really sucks about California is not the land, it's the politics. The politics here blow, and it sucks because it's probably one of the coolest states and the worst politicians. So, I think there's a big chance that Gavin Newsom gets recalled. So for people just joining, that's all you have to do. When you get your ballot, first of all, you got to make sure you mail it in properly, or however you vote in person, whatever. I don't know how they're doing it. But when you get your ballot or you go to vote, do you want to recall Gavin Newsom? Yes or no? And if 50% of people say yes, he's out. I don't know if Caitlyn Genderbender gets in, and I say that with no disrespect. She's bending genders. I call her Caitlyn Gender, the transitioning gender bender. There's nothing she can't bend. She can bend a gender. She could bend your fender. I don't know if that's her slogan, but there's probably a reason why I'm not her campaign manager. I don't know that would really stick, but there's always another candidate out there for me. Is it going to be one of the other Republicans? I don't really know. I mean, honestly, I don't even know who I'm going to vote for yet. I got 3 or 4 different friends running. I say friends because these are not people I grew up with or anything. I've met them. They're nice. They're cool. They pitch me their thing. I say, that sounds legit. I don't know everything about it, but I don't know I don't even know who I'm going to vote for. John Cox, he's going around with a bear. You got Kevin Faulconer. You got Major Williams. You got Sarah Stevens. There's this new guy. Everyone's messaging me. This guy's the greatest guy since sliced bread. I don't even remember his name. I'm going to have him on my live stream. But I'm like, I'm not saying this guy's not a nice guy. I'm sure he is a nice guy, but I'm like, he just started running 2 weeks ago. How are you going to win a California election when you just got in the race like yesterday? So it's a mess. which is why last time you had Arnold Schwarzenegger, Gary Coleman. It's kind of fun. It's like a circus. It's like everybody just throws the race in. Now I get why. It's not a sabotage if you run, because we just need 50% of people to say yes and it's over. And then it goes to the vote. Pretty exciting. It should be pretty fun. I think there's a heavy chance that he's going to lose. I think, barring, who knows, but pretty exciting. I don't know. I mean, there's not much fun stuff going on here politically. So a circus event where 50% of people vote yes and he's out, and then it comes down to, the bending genders or whatever happens after that. Could be fun. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Someone said, hey, what did I miss? I'll repeat it for a third time just because I'm a stand-up guy like that, and it's 4th of July, Patriots. Recall, September, what did I say it was? September, I don't know. It's in the title. Let me see. Sorry. This is just unprofessional. Gosh darn it. Gosh dang it. Hold on. Let's slow down the train. Somebody didn't get it. Hold on. September 14th, special election. So we're going to vote by mail before, at the day. I don't even know when you vote, but it's going to say, do you want to recall Gavin Newsom? Yes or no? If 50% of people hit yes, he's out. Once they hit yes, then you got the whole list of candidates. Whoever gets the most votes out of there, if 50% of people want him gone, that's it. We have a new governor until the end of his term. Pretty interesting. We'll see what happens, but I would say this is the best chance that a Republican's ever had to win an election in California since Arnold Schwarzenegger. And I don't even know if he was really a Republican or not. I wasn't really paying attention back then when Arnold Schwarzenegger won. So I don't know what he did, if he was good or not, but pretty exciting, pretty interesting. And I had some free time today, so I wanted to do it. And I'm not going to stay too long. I'll hang out probably for 10 or 20 minutes. I'm going to try to catch some fireworks. I had a good weekend, but I have so much fun sometimes that sometimes I like to just get my work done. So what I'm going to do for the rest of the night, I'm going to be editing a video. I have a very, very important, cool video for tomorrow. Hopefully everybody's not drunk and hungover, so people watch it. I like to get ahead of the curve. Everybody's out partying. I'm going to be in here just calculating, crunching numbers, getting stuff out, getting views, getting clicks. That's what we do here. Digital living, Speaking of digital living, there's this video of Mark Zuckerberg. It's going around Twitter, at least, maybe Instagram now. He's on some sort of like, I don't know, remote control surfboard, like super expensive surfboard thing. And he's like waving an American flag to country roads. It would be really cool if it wasn't Mark Zuckerberg. I mean, no disrespect to the guy, but it's like, we could use some First Amendment on your website, my man. I appreciate the America vibes, but it's like, I don't know what's going on with Facebook, but it's not ideal. Let's just put it that way. Someone said, Anomaly, you were cracking me up so hard the other day. I appreciate it. I like to think I'm funny, but then sometimes I argue with people, and I always feel bad. I don't like to argue, but sometimes, someone says something in the chats, I say something back. They're like, I'm crying, I'm upset, I'm having fun. I think I'm having fun. Maybe I'm not having fun. Maybe I get annoyed. I like to think it's fun here, but sometimes I end my stream and I'm like, what just happened? That all just went south really quickly. So I'm going to try to stay composed, stay patriotic, and that's what it is. So Adam said, what did I miss? Oh my gosh. Come on, Adam. Let's calm down. No, it's all good. So that's what it is. Thank you guys for joining. I figured it wouldn't be a huge stream because it's 4th of July, but I have some energy. I have some time, and that's what it is. I'm going to answer a few questions. What do you guys want to talk about? What's on your mind? But that's how the special election will work. Gavin Newsom recall. 50% of people vote yes, and we're on to the races. I don't know. It's pretty fun. I'm excited. I think there's a chance. I really do. Maybe I'm a dreamer because I've been wrong before. Someone said, I'm not leaving yet. No, I'm not going to drag this on forever. It's like, that's the story. I'm sticking to it. Someone said, let me be your moderator. Wink. You think you're going to get in with a wink? What does that mean? I could bring people into live streams now on Facebook. I haven't done it yet, but there's a way to actually bring people on the camera. I'm not ready for that yet, but let's see. So someone said California. Who are the candidates running for governor? That's what I'm saying. There's like 50 candidates. So I'll break down who I know that's running. So you got John Cox. He's still got a lot of clout, although I don't think most people don't care about him because he ran for governor in the main election last time. He was like the official Republican candidate. John Cox. You have Kevin Faulconer, I believe, is maybe running. He's the San Diego governor. Those are the establishment GOP types who I don't think that many people care about them that much, no offense, but they have the backing of the party. You have people like Major Williams, I think, ran a pretty good digital campaign, and then I don't know what's happened recently. I haven't seen too much recently, but, I don't know. And this is just me speaking. I have people that message me, my friends running, and I'm an honest guy where it's like, I like you. I'm not saying you're a bad person. I don't know. Don't let me break your dreams. Maybe you're going to win. Don't listen to me. I'm just a guy on YouTube and Facebook, but you got all these people running. And my question is, you got to do certain things. Like if I was to run a campaign, you got to make sure you do everything. It's not an easy thing. You need a lot of money to get that stuff done. But, I haven't got mail from anybody yet. So I live in California. How come nobody's mailing me? I mean, I don't want them to find my address or whatever, but I'm just saying like, that's a successful campaign. You got to hit the mailboxes. You got to hit the in-person. You got to hit the social media. You got to run a lot of ads. I haven't seen anything. I live here. I'm a voter. I haven't seen ads for anybody. I don't think I've seen one John Cox ad like 2 months ago. I'm seeing no ads, no mail. I'm like, what are these people doing? So there's people who are cool. There's 40 candidates who are running, but who's going to spend enough money, has enough money, raise enough money, and will do the little things? Because it's not just the big things. Oh, I'm on social media. I'm on social media. I have a huge following on social media. But if I ran for campaign, I'd have the biggest following out of any governor. But that doesn't mean I could win. I got to do all the little things right. So you get what I'm saying? I'm not going to lie. There's people that I like that are running. I haven't been impressed with anybody's campaign. I feel like I don't know. There's a lot left to be desired. But who am I to judge? That's just my opinion. Freedom said, thanks for the show, brother. We needed it. Thank you, Freedom. I figure some people would be around. Someone said Caitlyn Gender. Honestly, Caitlyn Gender Bender, Fender Bender, Caitlyn Gender Bender. I'm not being mean. It's just funny. Anyway, Caitlyn Jenner is getting the most publicity for sure. I mean, but does that translate to the votes? She's on Fox News all the time. Sean Hannity. Is that going to translate to her getting votes? I don't know. She's emailing me. I don't know how she got my email. She's like, campaign, Caitlyn Jenner, fight for me. And I'm like, I never signed up to your email list. No offense, but how'd you get my email? I'm getting emails from Gavin Newsom, not like direct, like anomaly, like campaign mail. How did this guy get my email? So I'm getting, Caitlyn Jenner, excuse me. I've been joking. And Gavin Newsom, they have big email lists where they both got my email somehow. It's annoying, but I'm just saying that's the type of stuff. You need a big email list. You need to, get in people's mailboxes. I don't know. That's why I always say I'm not interested in politics. I don't want to run. I'm not a governor. I'm not a houseman. I'm interested in media, writing books, writing music, eventually touring, poetry. That's what I like. But if I was to run, I'm not. But if I was, I'm not running to lose. I'm not running for show. Some people, I'm running to win, but that's why I'm not running. I don't want to be around politics, but you get what I'm saying? I don't know who's going to win, because it seems to me like maybe John Cox probably has the best chance, even though he's pretty stale and boring. It's bigger than just social media. You got to get in the mailboxes. You got to get, you know what I'm saying? You got to hit the elderly. I don't know what I'm talking about. Someone said you would win. I don't know. Not now. Maybe when I'm like 70 and I don't care and I'm losing my mind like Biden. I'm going to wait till my brain is just depleting when I'm like 85, and then I'll make a run like Biden. I'll be like, you remember when we were at the pool with Corn Pop? And people are like, dude, you're way too old to run. It's like, that seems to be the trend. People are like losing their mind, and then they just want the most powerful position in the world. It's like, yeah, most people, listen, I love the elderly. I feel like Trump. He's like, no one loves the Asians more than me. It's like, no one loves the elderly more than me. I love the elderly. Okay, I have hotel properties. The elderly stay there. No, I'm just kidding. But I like the elderly. But most people retire at a certain age. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you hit 60, you might retire. You hit 70, you might retire. You might be 80, you might retire. If you work till you're 150, that's awesome. But most people retire because they're tapped out. Why is the most powerful position in the world filled with Donald Trump and Joe Biden? They're both like 73. Most people would be retired at that point. And it's not just because at a certain point, it's like, it's not a bad thing, but like, it's like you're too old to join the NFL. I don't want to ruin your dream, but if you're 75, like you're not going to compete with the 30-year-old in the NFL. There's something to be said about Joe Biden running the country at his age, and even Donald Trump trying to possibly run again. It's like I liked him better than Biden, but sometimes, and please don't get mad at what I'm saying because I don't want to be mean. He reminds me of like my grandpa. Rest in peace to my grandpas because they're both dead. God bless them. But like there's a grandpa vibe or a dad vibe, and I love my father too. But I'm just saying where you just tell a story like. Trump reminds me of like a grandpa who's just telling a story. And I love a grandpa story. I love a dad story. There's nothing wrong with telling a story. It's my favorite thing. I wish I could listen to my dad talk all the time. But Trump's up there on stage and he's just rambling like a grandpa talking about the glory days, like 2017. He's like, remember this, remember that. It's like, bro, I remember. And there's nothing wrong with that. But to run the country, it's like, I don't need, it's some serious grandpa vibes going on. And Biden, those are like grandpa vibes, but like grandpa's not okay. Like we got to check in on grandpa because he's, it's starting to deteriorate. So I don't know. I feel like the president should probably be like 50 or 60. 70's pushing it, but what do I know? Maybe that's a good thing. Just wait till you're 75 and run for president when you're tapped out. What a joke this country is. Whatever. Someone says, stop bagging out other politicians when you fumble around whether you be able to do it or not yourself. Well, Bruce, first of all, one, I'm making a joke. So if I can't even joke on my platform, then it's like, cry me a river. Sorry, bro. Second of all, I say, because everyone says, what would you do? What would you do? I'm not saying what I would do. I could sit here on a soapbox and say, here's what I would do. Here's what I do. But I say that out of respect, where it's like, if I want to run, I'll run. If not, I'm not going to speculate on what I'm doing. But I separate demanding that they act like me. That's not what I'm doing. That's a pompous move. I'm a citizen. I'm a taxpayer. I'm a voter. If these people don't work for me, I mean, clearly, obviously, they both don't give a shit about us, but why do people pretend like they do? I'm done pretending like they actually care about us. People are like, he really cares about me. I'm like, he's acting like he cares about you. And then they go and do the same $1 trillion deal that they would have done if Pelosi was in power. So I'm not saying I can do amazing. I do think I would do better. But in general, I'm not trying to come from that angle. I'm just saying I'm a taxpayer. I'm a voter. I'm a citizen. I'm sorry that I don't want to be a slave and a prisoner and a peasant. People get so mad when I talk about the lockdowns. Like the reason this is happening in Australia, in the UK, in Canada, in New Zealand, there are no patriots there. I'm not going to say there's none, but take the American culture, 1776, our amendments, our Constitution, country music. Take the culture that is America. That is what's keeping us open. New Zealand doesn't really have that. They're subservient to their government. They don't have the culture of revolution. So that's why we're open. So I'm trying to push that forward. If people can't handle that because they love Trump so much, they don't want this Americana anomaly energy, where I'm like, that's not far enough. I want to go further. I'm not doing it for my own platform or to be snarky. I'm not a slave. I'm not a prisoner. I'm not a peasant. I'm not a serf. I'm not a second-tier citizen. And I don't really care if Trump or Biden's in office. So that's always been my thing. It's not a snarky, I could do so much better, but I'm not going to run. That's not my thing. I'm a taxpaying citizen and I'm not a slave. So, losing my freedom is not even on my registrar. It doesn't, I don't have the energy that these people have to cry when I say something about Trump, or it's like, it doesn't make sense to me. If patriots and conservatives spent that energy directed at preserving their freedom, they would realize that it's deeper than just the Democrats sucking. When it's all said and done, people are looking at Trump put in, he was fooled. He put the establishment. It's not what people think it is. And people will figure it out eventually. There's a lot of circusry going on, a lot of Roman theater to get you all hyped up, but keep your eyes on the prize. Look at what they're signing into office. You get what I'm saying? So let's not ruin a fun stream with this like crybaby. Oh, if you can't do better. It's like, this is not what I'm asking. Just let's move on. Someone said Trump is a daddy for people who lack a true masculine figure in their life. I think there's people who love him because he was a strong figure, and then there's people who don't. They look up to him in a way where they live through him vicariously because they're afraid to do anything themselves. But let's not get into that. People are going to cry. We don't want to make people cry. It's 4th of July. Someone said, I have a friend in Australia that's been posting her shopping haul videos and she does 3 a week. She's not in lockdown. Well, what's up, Common Sense with Elizabeth? Talk to her and ask her what the regulations and rules are. So, I'm not going to say they're completely locked down. I don't know that, but I talked to somebody in Australia recently. There are levels where they're not as free as America. Obviously they could go grocery shopping. It's like, that's a pretty low bar though. Oh, I can get groceries. That's awesome. I guess your friend's not starving to death, but I never insinuated that she was. There's certain things that are not open. There's certain regulations and rules there. If you watch tennis, which you probably don't, but they were going to close down the stadium because Rafael Nadal and Djokovic, the two best players right now, they were playing a game of tennis and there's a curfew now for them. Just like in DC, there's a curfew, so they're not doing fireworks. So, in certain of these areas, are they like on house arrest? No, but their freedoms are limited. So, in Australia, it's not open. It's not free. They're not going back to normal and they have no timeline. They don't even have a timeline of when they're going to go back to normal. So, I'm not saying they're completely on house arrest, but what they can do and what you can do in America is a different level. Someone said, Anomaly, why aren't you taking the day off to enjoy yourself instead of pushing the same rhetoric? Well, one, I wouldn't say I'm pushing the same rhetoric. I'm answering questions, but I did enjoy talking about the Gavin Newsom thing. Someone tried to slip me back into the Trump stuff, but I enjoy my time all the time. I had a great day yesterday. I'm working on a video now. I had a good day earlier. I don't know. I'm free all the time, so I'm able to take off on a Tuesday or a Wednesday or Thursday if I want to. I don't really take off that often, but I had a lot of fun yesterday. Pretty much the whole day I was hanging out with a friend. I had a few drinks. I had a barbecue. I don't know. I don't feel like taking 2 days of barbecuing. I've already had enough fun. So I like doing this. It's fun for me. It's allows me to I could take off for 2 weeks if I wanted to during the week and I don't have a schedule. So I wanted to be here. It's fun for me. And I figured there'd be some people who weren't doing stuff and that it would be fun for them too. I just got to pop my back. But I'm probably only going to be here for 10 or 20 minutes. Joshua said there's no day off when you're fighting the good fight. It's fun. Honestly, it's fun. Like I just filmed a video and I'm going to edit it. Editing's not that fun, but the message is fun. I like the idea of I'm going to be ahead of the week. You know what I'm saying? Entrepreneur style, Monday morning. My video's out at 6 a.m. I'm sharing information that people need to see. It's fun for me and it's rewarding. So, I have a good work ethic. If I didn't, I probably wouldn't be here ever. What's my favorite weekend activity to kick back and relax with my friends? I like the beach, really. I like the beach. I would say the beach. The beach is always fun. I like sports too. It's going to be a few weeks, so probably a month or so until I get back, but beach is fun. I like pool, jacuzzi, sports ball. I like going on road trips with my buddy. Here's another thing too. My friend is probably going to hang out with me for a few weeks, so I might go on another road trip again in a couple weeks. When I'm home, I'm not always here. When I'm here, I like to just crush work. I like knowing, all right, in 3 weeks, I'm gonna hang out with my friend for 2 weeks. So I got to go hard for 2 weeks. I don't live on a normal scale. Like it's a holiday. I love America. I got my hat. I had fun, but I don't live on the 9 to 5 schedule. So I got to get it while I get it, and then I'm free when I'm free. But I can't be taken off every holiday. But also yesterday, I pretty much celebrated 4th of July. I don't know. I could probably see fireworks out my window though, too, in a little bit. Someone said road trip to Ontario, Canada. No offense, Canada. I like Canadians, but it's going to be a while till I go to Canada. They got to figure out what they're doing there. Anomaly, do you think if more young people made videos like you do you think this will help the balance of the culture war at all? Or do you think that we'll all just get censored in the end? Maria, that's a good question. I really do think everybody contributes. You know, when you have different people saying different things, you reach different demographics, different people. If you're a comedian, someone like JP Sears has really reached a lot of people through comedy. You know, I feel like I've reached a lot of people. There's a lot of people who reach people in a different way. So, yeah, I think it would help. But I think the key that Republicans are, I'm not going to say missing, because I think this was Trump's strong point at the very beginning. I think this is what I'm good at, and a lot of other people, is authenticity. You know, like, I think that's why Trump reached people. He wasn't just saying things. Like, if you go to 2015, 16, 17, Trump wasn't just saying things like to say them. You could feel like he felt like a real person. Like, he'd say something, they'd respond. He'd be like, "What?" He'd be like, "This is just how I feel." And you're like, "That's how I feel too." That makes a lot of sense. So the authenticity is big. I think there's a lot of authentic, great people doing their thing, and it's awesome. But I also think there's a lot of Republicans who just go through the motions. I was talking to someone the other day, and they used a word that really resonated with me. They said rigid. You know, water flows, and when it's real, it flows. If you're fake, it's like rigid. You know, where I feel like a lot of conservative influencers are great, and then a lot of conservative influencers, they're just saying things. Like, they don't even think about what they say anymore. It's all just Republican talking points. And to be quite frank, I think a lot of these people that are gatekeepers that everyone looks up to, they're almost doing more damage, because I agree with what they're saying, and I don't even like them because they're not authentic, and they're not like likable, and they're not funny. They're just like yelling all the time and stuff. So liberals look at that and they're like, yeah, that's what I don't like. You know, I don't like those type of people. So the best way, I think, to nail the culture war is, one, you know, be good at what you do. Bryson Gray, listen, say what you want about his music and his lyrics. He's a good rapper, good lyrics, good rapper, good flow, good beat selection. He's just a great rapper. Not every rapper is a good rapper. Some people are out here saying they're a MAGA rapper and they can't really rap. But there's a lot of good rappers too that are Trump supporters. I'm just saying, like, if you're great at what you do, that's a good first step. So if you make content, make great content. If you're a rapper, be a great rapper. If you're an athlete, be a great athlete. You know, people are looking at, LeBron James because he's good more than they're looking at a bench player because, you know, they're not that good at what they do. So to get through to the culture, I think you got to just make great content, and then no one can stop you. Bryson's getting censored, but he's still making money. He's still profiting. He's still getting bigger because he's actually good. So that's the first step. Be good at what you do. But then, yeah, I think authenticity really, really stands out. And that's the way to be convincing is, you know, like, there's just certain people I watch and I'm like, you know, on Fox or whatever. And I just feel like they're just like saying things like that, you know, it's very corporate. Like, it's like, okay, that guy's going to go on there to say that thing. And that's the thing that they say there. There's not a lot of like, you know, that's key to me. Authenticity, being good at what you do. And the blessing is, I think you don't have to be upset or mad at anyone else, where what's meant to be will be. If there's a void, you could fill it. If you fill it, you know, things will happen. I'm sure there's people who don't like me or who don't like what I'm saying, who make up these theories. But if you want to know the truth, I've been working my ass off by myself since I was 19 with rap music. No manager, no label, no marketing deal, no anything. All me, all hard work, all filming, all editing, running my own YouTube channel since 2008. The political thing, same thing. Everything was just like hard work and dedication. So I don't have a manager. I don't have a label. I have my friend now starting to help me manage. It's my best friend from home. I'm just sending him emails basically. But, you know, you can do it. I know people will be like, Anomaly's this or he's paid by. No one's paying me. I did this all by myself. So if you don't like what I'm saying, it's all good. Just work hard, do something good, make a good video, make a good point, be authentic. And there's an audience there, and you can fill that void. You know, I've seen it with myself. I've been able to reach athletes, celebrities, media, beat people on Facebook. Like, that's crazy. But I think I don't get censored as much. I do somewhat, but it's all, I think the world is all energy. So there's certain traps they set and things they don't, you know, and if you can avoid that and try to be a decent person, you know, you could blow through a lot of these things. So I definitely think, yeah, the more people doing the right thing, the better. If half the NFL said what I was saying, this whole thing would be over. You know, Cole Beasley, he came out and said, I'm not getting it. I'm not going to be treated like this. I'll quit before you force me to get this product. That's awesome. Like, why is he the only one? You get what I'm saying? For sure, that would help if more people that just did something. No question. That that would be the shift that really collapsed this whole thing. And I think it's happening, but hopefully, younger people are inspired and other musicians. It's already happening. It definitely is happening, and it's happening pretty rapidly. And for the first time in a long time, conservatives are more fun. Like liberals used to be more fun. No offense to conservatives. I love my conservatives, but liberals are not fun anymore. Liberals are annoying. They complain about everything. Everything's about, they're offended. You can't rap about this. Rappers used to say all sorts of crap and no one cared. Now they're crying about pronouns. It's so annoying. It's not even like kind or respectful. They're just annoying. So for the first time, I think conservatives are like the new rock stars because they're actually like saying whatever they want, freedom of speech. Like, so that's that is going in our directions. It's just we're competing against every big tech and corporation on the planet. So it's quite the standoff. What's my opinion of Candace Owens and Milo Yiannopoulos? Well, they're different people. I think Candace was really effective. She became one of the biggest figures, I really think, in the country. Like she trends on Twitter like Elon Musk when she just complains about Chrissy Teigen. So that's power. You can say what you want about what she's doing, but she went from here to here. And I think her specific message woke a lot of people up, especially a lot of Black people that needed to hear it in a way that Candace was doing. So I think she's been wildly successful, in a short amount of time and very effective at what she did. And, at this point now, like, if she's fighting with certain people, it's entertaining. She's entertaining and, she's unique. So I think she's done a lot in a short amount of time. Milo's different. I don't know what he's doing now, but I've always thought, regardless of his, I guess he's controversial, he's always been very talented. There's not a lot, I'm not going to say there's not a lot of talent, but there's not a lot of talent in journalism. A lot of these journalists are idiots and they're not interesting and they're not funny and they're not that smart. Milo, it was always very smart and very funny. So when he was writing journalism, it was always he's a standout guy. In 2016, when Trump was running, if you watch his old MSNBC interviews, he's funny. He's interesting. There's not a lot of interesting, funny people on the right, and he definitely was. I don't know what he's doing now. Now he's transitioning and he's straight and he's becoming like a hard Christian. I love it. I enjoy it. He's talking on True News and stuff. It's quite the transition for Milo. But say what you want about him or whatever. People are mad at him for whatever he did. I'm not into all the personal stuff. I don't know or whatever. He's a talented guy. Very talented, very funny, very witty. And I don't know if these are God-given talents or he worked hard, but like, you could tell the difference between someone that's witty and funny and interesting and between someone who's not. He could be a little snarky and a little mean sometimes, I think, but he's definitely got talent and a great sense of humor. So both of those people, I think the one word that fits Milo and Candace, since you asked, is witty. Candace is very witty. She's very quick and very witty, and Milo's very quick and very witty. You got to be smart and you got to be like witty is the word that comes up with both of them. They have top tier wit, that a lot of people don't. Someone said he chose to align himself with natural law. I love the fact that he's straight now. I think it's very cool. Some of the coolest interviews when I was transitioning from liberal to conservative, when I was learning, I won't say he was one of the first people I saw, but after I already realized that I wasn't as liberal as I thought and the liberals went crazy, I stumbled on Milo's interviews after, and he's so funny on MSNBC. He destroyed liberal media. Like, they didn't know what to do with him because he was gay at the time. He's snarky, like he's interesting. He did a really good job when he went on mainstream media. I think he made MSNBC look like idiots, and that's tricky to do. In order, like, the media is a very sneaky entity. It's they're tough to wrangle up, but that's what Milo did a good job at, and I think that's what Trump really effectively did early on, and in general was he just took the media and kind of just said, no, you're fake, and got the better end of them for a while. Someone said witty is appealing. Yeah, wit is always an attractive characteristic, I guess, of anybody, as far as like, make sure it's better to watch somebody who's witty versus somebody who's like stupid or slow, I guess, unless they're really funny. Someone said, I love Ted Nugent too. I don't know much about Ted, but I've heard him talk. He's cool. I met his son. Very cool. His wife had reached out to me as well. She does like some podcasting stuff. The whole family is very cool. But I've seen like a podcast with him and Joe, and he seemed cool. I just don't know that much that he's done, but from what I've heard, he seems like a cool guy. And I mean, Ted Nugent is a cool guy. He's a rock star, outside of his political views and his personality. Like, he won the culture war 40 years ago, just by crushing it in the entertainment industry. So he's definitely a cool guy. Someone said Ted's a fool. I don't know. I've never really listened to his stuff, but I've heard him on Joe. He seemed cool to me, but I can't say I listen for hours. I guess when you put yourself out in public, I guess that's what it is. Some people like you, some people think you're a fool. So that's the life of being a public figure, I guess. I don't know. What do I think is going to happen to the Second Amendment? I really think it's too late. It's too late for them to really do anything. Every time they try to repeal the Second Amendment or attack it, people just sell more guns. In California, I don't know if you know, a judge overturned something and guns became slightly more legal in California this year under Joe Biden. So, they could say they're going to take the guns or try or whatever, but I just don't see it happening in America. I mean, the more they try to infringe and the more they do infringe, the more they sell, it seems like to me, right? I feel like more guns have sold in the last year and a half than in a long time. So I'm not that scared of that. Cause I think there's just too many guns already, but I mean, who knows? I've been wrong before. I don't know. Someone said Texas will never give up their guns. I don't think they're getting them in this country, honestly, but we'll see. Hopefully they just chill out. Like, they could be rich and powerful. Like, they got to stop lying so much. I don't understand how it's going to work for them. I really don't. Why would you want to be a billionaire if nothing's fun anymore? Like, well, who wants to be a billionaire when the country's shut down? Who wants to be a billionaire when New York's not even fun to go to anymore? It's like, what's the point of being rich if you can't even enjoy America? Seattle's declining. It's like, who wants to be rich in Seattle? Nobody. So hopefully these billionaires and people just chill out, because it's like, they're not just ruining life for everyday Americans. Like, what could possibly be fun? I want to be a billionaire in New York. You know what I'm saying? Like, having a good time. I don't want to live in a sci-fi horror movie. How is that fun for them? I don't get it. They got to just chill out. Thank you. Appreciate the hat, love. It's the 4th. I had to do it a little special. Someone said, please interview Alex Berenson. I don't do interviews that much anymore, but I would love to chat with him. He's very smart. Alex Berenson, he's a good guy, good journalist, honest guy. Been reporting on the COVID stuff very honestly. I appreciate him on Twitter. Someone said there's nothing going on in NYC. I love New York City. Bill de Blasio sucks. The Democrats suck. Seriously, like, they just got to stop sucking. I don't get what they're trying to do. I mean, I get what they're trying to do, but they got to just stop. It's embarrassing. Anomaly, can we collab on a beat? Someone has emailed me a beat before, and I've recorded on it, so I guess you could try to email me. Someone said, not many guys can pull off a wife beater and a cowboy hat like you. Well, this is my God is Great tee. Sorry, I cut the sleeves off. I don't do it just to like show off. I like to work out, and I don't like sleeves there. So my thumb is healing. I'm starting to work out more. I'm about to get 2 jacked for the Gulag again, barring any other injuries. So I'm excited. I feel better because I couldn't really move. I couldn't really do stuff for a month with my thumb. Now I'm getting back to workouts and stuff. I feel good. My arm was getting weak. I wasn't using it. It sucked. It's not a wife beater though. It just looks like one. It's just a cutoff tee. I sell these the God is Great t-shirts are back. I just cut the sleeves off. And I also have tank tops. And hold on one second. Somebody was asking me the other stream. They're like, dude, you should do beanies. And I guess I don't show it off enough, but I already have a beanie, the God Bless beanie. Look, I'm gonna mess up my hair for y'all, but the God Bless beanie, it's a good time. Look, it's a good time. I believe it's made in America. It damn near better be, or else I want a refund. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? You got the American flag, made in America. I'm not out here trying to sell foreign products. So I would have threw a damn conniption if this wasn't made in the U.S. But you get it. DreamRare.com or GodBlessHats.com. We got the beanies. We got the tees. We got the tanks. Anybody who buys two products, you get one free sticker. 3 products or more, you get a 3-pack of stickers. If you don't feel like doing that, you can get the 3-pack of stickers. They're like, I'm not a sticker guy really, but they're like vinyl stickers. You can put them on your laptop. You could put them on a street lamp, I guess, if it's legal. You could put it on a skateboard. Like they're supposedly, I trust the guy who runs it. He says that they're high quality vinyl stickers. So I got stickers now. God Bless sticker, Have a Good Day Anomaly sticker, and a Is Thinking Illegal Yet sticker. Listen, we're upping the merch game. Eventually, I'm going to just be out. I'm going to be like Amazon. I'm going to just have drones and robots. No, I'm just kidding, but you get it. DreamRare.com, GodBlessHats.com. Try the Wim Hof ice therapy on your thumb. I'll check it out. It's feeling good, honestly. I got my resistance bands I'm doing. It feels good. I got almost not complete motion, but God is great. I'm feeling good. Let's not ruin a good time. Happy 4th of July, Vanessa. Someone said I got pumps in today. That's cool. My video tomorrow morning is going to be great. Are people going to be like drunk tomorrow? What is tomorrow? The 5th of July? I guess I'm working my ass off all night getting a video out. I hear fireworks, but it's too bright out for fireworks, whatever. Someone said that trap song you did was good. Thank you. We got a new song coming. Maybe I should play it, but maybe not. But yeah, Trapped, Anomaly, Come Together. Now it's going viral on his TikTok page. It's making a comeback. I think 2 million streams on Spotify. We have a new song coming out, and Chris from Trapped, actually really cool guy. He was asking me to maybe go on part of the tour with him. So I may be on half of their tour or something. I'm not really sure, but we have one song. I might have 2. Pretty excited because they do some pretty huge shows, at least when COVID's not around ruining everything. So we'll see. It's pretty fun stuff. The second song I feel like is even better. I don't know where it is, to be honest. I can't find it. Anomaly, you should let me edit your next video. No. I'm always looking for a good videographer, so you can email me. Now my new email address for business inquiries and stuff is robert@dreamrare.com. robert@dreamrare.com. I have somebody helping with management, and I'm slowly taking some time off of me. And one of my best friends, probably the best friend I have, I'm hoping to make enough money giving him 10 or 20% where he could full-time work for me eventually. That's the goal, because he's really great friend, really trustworthy guy. And his work is kind of annoying. His boss is annoying and they're too liberal. So hopefully eventually I can make enough where he can make enough. And that's the dream, right? You make enough, the whole squad makes enough. We're trying to get to that point. So it's been an exciting week. I also shot a pilot for a television show. I'm not going to get into details. It's not that, but I might have finessed myself into a television show. So we'll see. I'm not going to take it if it's bullshit, if the contract sucks or they're trying to make me be a loser, but I don't think they're going to, because I wouldn't sign it anyway. So it's not even a possibility, but I might have finessed my way on TV. I don't even know if I want to be on TV, but we'll see what happens. That would be pretty exciting. What's up, Joshua? Happy 4th of July. Anomaly, don't go all Hollywood on us. I'm blessed I learned a lot early on with contracts, and I'm doing well enough where I don't need anything. It's a powerful position to be in. When you're desperate, you get played. I'm not desperate. I'm not signing anything that limits anything or steals anything from me. Right now, regardless of what these liars, they cry, Anomaly's working for Russia. No, I'm not. Shut up. Anomaly's working for China. Obviously not. Shut up. I own 100% of everything. I own 100% of my royalties, 100% of my income. Nobody owns a single percentage of anything I do. I own everything right now. So if anybody wants to work with me, I have leverage. It's not like I'm working at, no offense, Daily Wire or something where we're like, Michael Knowles or something. I'm not trying to knock him, but it's like he works for Daily Wire. Maybe he owns his own stuff. Maybe I don't know. I'm not trying to, I just brought that up as an example. Like no one owns anything of mine at all. So we'll see what happens, but I'm not in a rush. Am I still helping other domestic businesses? I should probably post it tonight. Yes. USAproductsonly.com. I have a team working on that. USAproductsonly.com. If you search that in, USAproductsonly.com. We have over 130 businesses on there right now. So go check that out. I just haven't been pumping it that much, and pushing it, but we've been taking a long time, the last month or two, 3 months really, to add businesses, approved businesses, look at them. So if you go to that website, I call it USAproductsonly.com, a digital marketplace or farmer's market of businesses. It takes you right to their website. Woodworkers, everything. We got 131. Eventually, we're going to have 1,000. So yes, USAproductsonly.com. It's a slow roll because I do a lot of it hands-on, but there's a lot of cool stuff there. And hopefully, every sale matters. So check out their stuff, check out their website, make sure you fully trust what they're doing. But all those are like people who follow me, mostly, really cool people. And I don't just add any business. So pretty much everything that I've seen, I at least gave it the first check of like, okay, they got reviews, they've made sales, people seem to like it, but I'm not liable for it. I'm like the vaccine manufacturers. I'm immune from liability, but it's not my products. It's all their products. They keep 100%. I'm not even like Amazon. It's just like, go to their website, check it out. But we got 131. Check it out. There's some cool stuff there. When I need some woodworking, I'm gonna go to USA Products Only. Sorry, I gotta fix my hair. Am I in transition? Hey, let's tone it down with the cyberbullying, okay? I'm gonna cry. I'm transitioning race. I'm transitioning into Whoopi Goldberg. It takes time, okay? There's a process. If I want to fully be Whoopi Goldberg, I feel like Black and Jewish is a good vibe for me, like as far as protection from, seeming racist just because I look this way. I feel like that would be a good in for me, but we'll see. Give me a few years and I'll fully transition into Whoopi Goldberg, and might see me on The View. I don't know. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Someone said, "Don't cry. He was good till the commie move." Are you trying to call me a communist if I cry? Anomaly, don't cry. Only communists cry. I'm like, you're right. I gotta hold it in. I'm live. I'm live in front of an audience. I can't slip up. If I ever make it to TV, it's a lot of pressure. It's live. One jitter, your whole career's ruined. Isn't that crazy? It's kind of a mind F. When you're like really famous and you're like in a big position, it's like one slip up and you could be slip sliding down a slippery slope. It's like there's people who've said one thing on a radio show and they're trying to act like they're a horrible person. It's really crazy because it's just a word. You could say one word, and your whole career is ruined forever. And you're a racist and you're a sexist and you're the worst person in the world for saying one word. That's just crazy. It's like, is there no spirit anymore and intent? What you meant? Maybe you didn't mean to say it. Maybe you did mean to say it. Maybe you were right. Maybe you were wrong. Just one thing. And people could off your bandwagon forever. In advance, I'm not apologizing, unless I'm wrong. But it's like, it's so crazy. Sometimes I was getting anxiety for a little while. I don't really get anxiety, but I don't know. It was like messing with me at one point to be live. I just was in a bad rut where I wasn't afraid, but I don't know. It just was weirding me out being on the camera all the time where I was like, I don't know, this is weird. What's up, New Zealand? Shout out Sharon. Sharon, let me know what's it like in New Zealand? Because everybody's saying it's like this, it's like that. Australia, New Zealand. What is it like in New Zealand? Tell me the lockdown measures that you guys have. What can you do? What can't you do? If you don't mind, I would love to hear from Sharon what you can and can't do. Let me see. I got some stars. Let me just read these real quick. Delphin said, thanks for explaining. Thank you, Delphin. Thank you, Stephen Francis. Thank you, Albert. Thank you, Renee. Thank you, Ted. Trevor said, definitely a bittersweet July 4th, hoping for better days, our country free of communism. Thank you, Trevor. Thank you, Elaine. Appreciate y'all. Social Observer on YouTube said Anomaly looks like a Carlos. That's funny. I could see a Carlos. Hey, what's up, man? I could be like a scummy bartender, like in Tijuana or something, like a Carlos. Like, hey, what's up, man? Come on here. Come on. You guys from America? You got the US dollar. Come on back here. We'll hook you up. I see a little Carlos. I like that. A little Carlos Santana, a little Carlos Bonifacio, Juan Rodrigo Lopez. I could see it. Let's calm down. We don't want to get a strike against my page. Don Carlos, Don Juan Carlos. I like the name Bonifacio. That's always stuck with me. I'm actually learning. This is not a plug. I do want to get sponsored by this company though, because it's really cool. I decided to stop arguing with people on Twitter and wasting my time just scrolling like a degenerate. And I downloaded this app. It's called Duolingo. Duolingo. This is not an ad. This is what I do. I'm a human. I know Spanish already. I actually understand. I could read. I could write. I'm pretty good at Spanish. I mean, like if I was in Mexico or something, like I could order, I could read. I'm pretty good at Spanish, believe it or not. But I'm trying to get better. So I'm using Duolingo. It's like oh, great. My light's out. What a joke. What an unprofessional establishment this is here. But, I'm trying to get better at Spanish, and it's a cool app. It's free. And I'm just like working on my Spanish. I go to Hawaii a lot, and I want to learn Hawaiian. I know aloha, mahalo, the basics, but yeah, Duolingo, pretty cool. I'm gonna try to get fluent in Spanish again. I'm gonna try to get fluent in Hawaiian. Not that anyone cares because it's almost like a defunct language. But when I go to Big Island, it works. Yeah, Duolingo is cool. I'm out here. They're like, you know what I noticed about Duolingo? It's the app. Every sentence is like illegal now in the U.S. Like when you're just starting out at Spanish, it says, Juan is a boy. Nancy is a girl. Nancy's not a Hispanic name, but you get what I'm saying. It's like every line, if you were to say what they're saying in Duolingo, that just shows how they're screwing with us with all this like safe space pronoun stuff. Like the very root of a language, the very root of it. When you're learning a language for the first time, these are things you learn. Juan is a boy. Maria is a girl. Maria is a mujer, a woman. This is he's a man, a hombre, whatever. You learn these things. And like, if you were to say Juan is a man, they're like, whoa, slow down. How do you know he's a man? How do you know what he identifies as? They're screwing with us. It's not just being polite. They are taking our language and our culture and our science and making it so no one knows what to think anymore. So we're dumb. So I think that's like, it's just funny to me using Duolingo. Every line would be offensive to a liberal because it's just like the most basic things that you're learning. It's like Juan eats apples. Juan come manzanas. It's like, how do you know? He identifies as that. It's like, shut up. I'm trying to learn Spanish. If someone's learning English, they probably don't even know how to learn English anymore. They're reading. They're like, Susie is a girl. And they're like, let's slow it down, you racist from Norway. She's like, I just got my green card. That's what they're doing. And I have to say, someone was asking about culture. Like, how do you affect the culture? So many Republicans, and this is, I call it the Trump promotion syndrome. The media acted like they hated Trump. They made Trump a superstar. They talked about Trump so much, but they couldn't be better than him. So you promote him and then you suck. Now Trump is the guy. AOC, she's annoying, but it's like the right wing who makes AOC famous. They always talk about her to like an obsessive point. They're making her famous. And then she's the victim for the left. There's a way to talk about something without making it more famous. So with critical race theory, it's Republicans that are making it even more famous right now because they keep saying critical race theory, critical race theory, critical race theory. They talk about it all the time, but they don't dissect it properly to what it really is effectively to actually do something about it. So to me, that's the selling point where it's like, you could say critical race theory is so racist. It's like, yeah, I get what you're saying. I guess I agree. But like, explain why it's wrong. This is why it's wrong. It's not because there's two genders and F you, get out of my way. It's like, you could say that. There's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. Like, say what you want. But, to dissect these sneaky liberals, you got to be like, that's what they're doing. They're perverting our language to the point. So the corporations, the big businesses, just do whatever they want. Like, they're locking people down and giving people a Black Lives Matter shirt. That will speak to the Black community. They don't want to be imprisoned. They don't like talking about, or they don't like, bringing, I guess, they don't like slavery. All these old videos where like slavery, like F America, F this, like, yeah, that's what the liberals are doing though. They're giving you these shirts and these brands while they're locking you down, taking away your sauna, taking away your gym. It's like they're taking away your freedom. So there's a way to talk about critical race theory, I think, being effective, but it's like the talk of the Republican Party. But to me, they're almost just making it more famous without actually like, making a good point about it. But I don't know. That's just my take. It's a tricky game to talk about something so much. Someone said a lot of people think AOC is hot. No hope for humanity, really. I mean, she's definitely more attractive than most congresswomen, but that's unfortunately not the highest bar. I'm more of a Kristen Sinema kind of guy. I'm not saying she's the most lovely woman I've ever met, but she puts on those boots. Everyone's saying she looks like a hooker. I'm thinking, I like it. I like her little, I don't know what she's doing. It might not match, but I like that she's putting on boots. She's voting Republican sometime. I'm not saying I like her that much, but AOC, her eyes are too wicked. AOC's eyes are too crazy. Like, she's a beautiful girl, but she's got to calm down with the communism. She's got those commie eyes. They're like, meh. Her eyes look like like a Rob Schneider character out of like or what's that guy? The other guy in like the Adam Sandler movies who always got the crazy eyes. She got to calm down with the energy. But it's not about their looks though, folks. It's about their mind. It's not about how they look. It's about their policy. Okay. It doesn't matter that I think Kristen Sinema looks good in boots. That's ignorant. Okay. So you shouldn't think that. It's about her policy. It's not about how AOC looks dancing on a rooftop. Okay. That's rude. It's about politics. Let's focus. Okay. Let's not have any misogyny here, because I don't like that. Someone said MTG is hot. Listen, I'm not taking bait. That's like throwing bait out for him. I'm not taking that bait. No comment. It's about policy. All right. I hear some fireworks, but I don't know where they are. All right. I'm probably going to stay for 5 or 10 more minutes, and then I'm going to try to do something. Then I got to go. Someone said, I'm the hot one, LOL. Well, listen, if you want people to talk about you on my stream, you got to run for Congress, okay? Because that's what we're talking about. Sorry, I almost got to sneeze. Hold on. False alarm. Kristi Noem is my girl crush, said Lori. Listen, let's change the topic. I'm going to get in trouble here. It's not about how beautiful Kristi Noem looks shooting a gun in South Dakota, because I think she's married. It's about policy. Okay. I'm done. All right. Anomaly is, how is Nancy Pelosi still in power? Like, she's so obviously corrupt. Yeah, I don't know. Money, influence. I don't know. I don't know how they vote there and who likes her in her district, but it's a saucy situation. What's up, Dimitri? Someone said Noem is a grandma. Exactly, guys. Let's calm down. Let's leave the grandma alone, okay? Grandma Noem's trying to run policy. We got to stop, guys. This is not professional, okay? It's not professional. I run a professional news organization here where we stick to the facts and we don't talk about this stuff. Was Nancy, speaking of which, was Nancy Pelosi good looking when she was younger? Not that it matters because it's about her policy, but I'm just going to look. Nancy Pelosi young. All right. Let's see. How does she look in her 20s or 30s? It doesn't. Once again, folks, this doesn't matter. This is not important. Just for historical reference, I'm going to look. Oh, yeah, she was a cutie, but she always looked pretty angry. Let me see. Definitely has that 80s, I don't know, 70s, 80s, 90s. I don't know. She definitely has that vibe. She kind of looks like Courtney Cox from Friends. Okay. But once again, folks, it doesn't matter how Nancy Pelosi looks because we don't like her policy here. And I just find it rude to even care about that type of stuff. But I just wanted to, you know, for historical reference, see how she looked. Bernie Sanders looked older when he was younger. He was one of those guys who he looked like more distinguished in the 70s. In his 40s or 50s, he looked like a 70-year-old. He looked like a crazy professor. He's like, and you're just like, bro, you look 1,000 years old. He gets younger. Bernie gets younger. He's like, listen, there's going to be a revolution. It's going to be social. We're going to call it democratic socialism. So nobody knows that we're really doing communism. But yeah, Bernie looked like a creepy, like, never mind. Let's focus on policy, guys. This is just unbelievable. This is why I can't watch news like this, guys. This is just disgraceful. It's not going to win the culture war. Someone said, love the hat. You're owning the look. Thank you. I mean, listen, I had a good time yesterday. I felt like I had too much fun yesterday where it's like, all right, back to work. I don't got two days to celebrate. I am hungry though. I do want dinner. That's fun for me. Is that sad? I just order food. It's a sad life. It's okay. Do I play guitar? No, I just look like it. I play the keyboard a little bit. Maybe I'll bring my keyboard over here sometime. I play the keyboard. I rap. That's about it. I don't play the guitar. I can play a little guitar, just like nothing mind-blowing, actually, like amateur. April Wine with the big super chat. Thank you, April. It's people like you, April, that make me glad I didn't leave 5 minutes ago because I never would have got the super chat. Thank you so much, April. She said, happy 4th anomaly. I love your hat and you speaking the truth. God bless you, April. Thank you so much. That's why I hold out, not just for that. Do I have a roommate? No, I haven't had a roommate in a long time. I film everything at home, so a roommate would just kind of get in my way, unless it was like my best friend or something. We had space. I live solo dolo. It's all me. Someone said rap for us. I just posted on Facebook my song with Trapped. It's called Come Together. It's on my Instagram too, Dream Rare. It's on Spotify, Come Together, Trapped Anomaly. I have songs on there. Today, not today, but I do have a song coming out. I have rapped it live before, but we'll get there. Someone said roommates are hard. It's fun to have a company, but no, I'm good. I film, I edit, I do my thing. I'm a loner. Someone said Gabbard is my favorite Democrat. Yeah, she's definitely the best Democrat, I think. There's not a lot of competition over there, but she's pretty solid. All right, let's leave on a good note. One more comment, and then I'm going to take off. Thank y'all. Someone said do a 30-second rap about watermelon. That's an odd request, but I almost want to because it's so odd. But my Instagram is Dream Rare, DREMRARE. All right, I'm gonna take off, folks. I'm gonna just tell you a few things real quick. My Telegram chat, because I mean today's 4th of July, so I didn't expect that many people, but I think Facebook's doing this weird thing where they don't link my live stream. I don't know what's going on, but if you want to get a notification, you have Telegram. My Telegram is Dream Rare Chat. I think we have like 38,000 people there now. Not everyone sees it, obviously, or cares, but to the people who are there, if you go to Dream Rare Chat on DreamRarechat, Dream Rare Chat, that's my Telegram. Every time I go live, I give out a notification 5 to 10 minutes beforehand. Every time I have a new video, I put it out there, and that's pretty much it. I don't get annoying with it. Some people do like 7 a day, 1 a day, usually max, maybe 2 in one day, maybe. I don't use it that much. So yeah, Dream Rare Chat. Instagram is Dream Rare, but yeah, that's it. And once again, just letting y'all know, the God Bless hats, I have the beanies, the hats. We have a new God Bless shirt, and we have a sticker pack. They're $7.77. So you could just buy a sticker pack if you're into stickers. But if you get 2 things, you're getting a free sticker at random. If you get 3 things, you're going to get a 3-pack of stickers for free. If you're a Facebook supporter, I gave you guys the link on the Facebook Live for a free sticker 3-pack. If you're a Patreon supporter at patreon.com/raretalk, I sent out that link as well on there, or that promo code, to get free stickers. So hopefully you guys, if you're on Patreon or Facebook supporter, you already got your free stickers. Those are the way to get it for the next week or so. Maybe purchasing for a while, but as far as those codes, they're going to work for a week. So that's what it is. Appreciate y'all. And please check back tomorrow on Instagram, Facebook. Hopefully people are up. Maybe I'll wait till Tuesday. I don't know. But if I finish it tonight, I'm going to hopefully have a really compelling video on, something that Busta Rhymes said at a concert. Busta Rhymes actually came out and he was like, yo, this is crazy. I'm finally back in front of humanity. He went off about the whole lockdown thing. And I'm kind of parlaying that into the rules that they're giving people and trying to make a really compelling argument that I think is really getting through to people. On my Instagram, I have a lot of athletes and certain people following me where, it's getting crazy for them as well. It's ruining their travel, and there's all these rules. So I'm trying to make a good compilation that I think is going to do well of why it's so sick what they're doing with all this lockdown and vaccination segregation. So hopefully it goes well. I'll be editing that all today. Happy 4th of July. Have a good night. And if you haven't yet, hopefully you see some fireworks. Hopefully I do too. I'm about to go check some out. All right. Have a good one, guys. Happy 4th.